Hey, I'm Kimberly, here sharing my blog today on YouTube Shorts. You can find the written form on my website at 633-wakeup.com, and you can subscribe here to get them when they come out fresh and to also see my devotional that I do most mornings. So here we are. This is kind of what it looks like. I have a title, right? That's what you're supposed to do. Does life seem heavy? Today I'm reminded of carrying the load. And this is what happened. I was in church and I had a vision. I'm worshiping and I'm singing, and suddenly it's like on the inside of me, I'm watching TV. And I see this woman struggling with this box of heavy stuff. And inside the box, it just looked like someone had cleaned off the desktop with one sweep of their arm and shoved all this clutter in the box. But I had this knowing that it was her concerns, her fears, her anxieties, her the weight of the life that she carried was in that box, and she was done. Her ability was gone. She was giving up, and she was dragging that box with all her strength that she had left to the throne, and she was lifting it up, and she was under the burden of it, and she lifted it up, and this large hand came down, and she placed that heavy box in that hand, and suddenly it was just a speck, like nothing at all in that big hand. And I heard these words. Sometimes no words are needed, only surrender. Wow. And as I sat through my pastor's sermon that morning, I saw even more understanding into the vision because he talked about humility. He talked about the process that God often puts us through to humble us, to bring us to the end of ourselves, that we are willing to surrender. And that is all of that stuff, that we give up our ability and turn it over to his ability. I love how God shows me things, and I love sharing them with others. I know that these are true experiences of my blog because they happened to me. They're true stories. And I'm no one special in earth eyes, but I am a creation of my Father in his eternity eyes. So what is our wake up today? What is the point? Well, let's you and me check ourselves. Do we have some tension? Do we have some, stress that we're holding in our jaw? Is our thoughts straight? Are they all messed up with the thinking? Because you know what? Let's surrender today to his ability that we can live like we believe.